Hey yo, hey yo.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Little in the Middle. I know I go on these rants, and sometimes when I'm doing this podcast and I'm recording myself, I forget a lot of details and I don't remember until after the fact. I don't remember until I'm doing the editing and I'm going back and I'm going back. Listening to it over and over, and to cut some things, like clean some things up. Sometimes I have to say things over again because I don't like the sound that my mouth made at that particular sentence. The last episode, episode 8, Dalai Lama, I spoke about my church experience, that I didn't really have a good church experience, with this Bible study. And I forgot a very important detail. Very important. The reason why my girlfriend, who I went to school with, the reason why she stopped going to this Bible study was because they deceived her in the fact that, yes, they believe that a God is coming back. There's a second coming. They believe that God is going to come back to earth and fight the devil. Do you know that part of the Bible where they always said God's going to come back? I'm always confused. Is God coming back or is Jesus coming back? Because it makes more sense if Jesus comes back to fight the devil for his dad. But the whole point of it was that she was deceived because she was actually moving up on these levels. And the higher the next level she got, the more information they told her. And they believed that a second coming, and it wasn't God, the God that we know, I guess, and it wasn't Jesus. So they believed it was another God that was coming. So that was the whole deceivement. So it's against, if I'm going to Bible study, if I'm going to a Christian Bible study, it's because I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I don't believe some other God is coming to save us. And I don't want to get too into it, but that's the whole deceivement, was that they don't tell you right off the bat, like, hey, there's another God coming. But anyway, I feel like I have a lot of makeup on right now because I'm going out tonight. It's a friend's birthday party. It's going to be at this lounge in Brooklyn, and I don't really like these clubby scenes. I'm not a really big fan of the club scene. He rented out this little lounge area. So that's my only exception. If I go to these things and there's a little reserved lounge seating, then I'm fucking there, because I hate clubs because you're standing on your feet the whole time. And if you're wearing heels, you can't really get a break unless you seduce the guy across the room and convince him into letting you hang with them just so you can have a seat. A girlfriend has done that, so she took one for the team. I'm so grateful for my friend for doing that for us. But I've been kind of in the mood to just act a fool. I've been in the mood to act a fucking fool. And I don't know if it's because of this weather. It's getting nice. It's getting real nice. And I always say every summer is going to be hot girl summer. And even last year I said, I don't even want it to be hot girl summer. Just let it be warm girl summer. And even then, I didn't have a warm girl summer. It wasn't as warm as I really wanted it to be. It was more like room temperature summer. I don't really think I did much. I don't even remember last summer. It was very lukewarm. Room temperature. Room temperature summer. That's not the kind of summer I want to have. It's not the kind of spring I want to have. So, because we're in spring right now, and I'm going to this birthday party, I don't really go out that much. Also, because like work always gets in the way of me having fun on the weekends. So, I had another friend whose birthday was like on a Friday or Saturday night, and I just got out way too late. And it's that kind of lateness where, by the time you get to the party, everybody's probably going to be like fucked up. You won't be able to catch up. People are like passed out on the couch. It's like, why do I want to do that, right? No. But because this place is going to be a lounge and it's going to be open really late, that's my only exception. And I have on a lot of makeup and I feel kind of, I don't know, I'm not even going to lie. I feel a little bit like a baddie. I feel a little bad. And this is how kind of like I've been just in this act a fool kind of mood. I don't know if if it's the season. Is anybody else like trying to act a fool? Like I'm trying to act a fool. Like I'm trying to embarrass everybody around me. Like that's how much of a fool I want to be, but I'm old enough where that's not really, I can't do that anymore. It's not cute. But I really want to act a fucking fool. Let me just play something really quick. I think I could play something. As long as it's under 10 seconds, I think. Yeah, so take it from Ludacris. I'm trying to act a fucking fool. I'm trying to act a fucking fool. The last time I made a fool out of myself was like 2 years ago. Before I tell this story, I kind of just want to talk about my dream really quick. So I woke up kind of feeling really shitty. A little shitty. Last night I dreamt about a friend who I knew when I was in kindergarten, first grade, like throughout, like here and there throughout my childhood, because he lived like nearby. And I ran into him again in middle school, high school, at Leap Academy. And then I ran into him again at another high school. After Leap Academy, I went to a bad school, and then I went to Pennsauken, which I'll get into that another time. But I think we started being friends because of our church's Sunday school. I remember one time he went on a school trip. I guess it was like his class school trip, and I didn't go. I was really young. I think I was in kindergarten or first grade, and he brought back an acorn for me. And I was like, oh man, that's so cute. He brought back an acorn. And my mom's response was like, oh, he brought you back an acorn. Maybe he likes you. And in my mind, I'm like, no, that's my friend. Like, I didn't think anything of it. Even at a young age, I've always had like guy friends. And even I remember shit back from daycare. Like all my little group of friends were all like little boys. Because fucking girls always got me in trouble. And I guess like they didn't like my jokes, and like I made like little girls cry. Like I wasn't a violent little kid. Like I wasn't like bullying anybody, but I made a lot of little girls cry growing up. So I was like, fuck it, let me just hang out with the fucking guys, cuz they know what's up, and they're funnier and they're cooler, and they're like more like, it was like really like not roughhousing, but I think that's why I am the way I am. And most of my listeners are guys, like 75, 70% dudes. So I don't know. It's always, it's nothing new. It's nothing. And I've always had this like bad look, like, oh, she's the one that hangs out with the whole group of dudes. She probably banged all of them. Nah, I didn't fuck my friends. That's the one rule I did not break. I don't fuck my friends. And my friends were legit my fucking friends. Now, if they had a crush on me, that was a whole different thing. And then maybe we weren't that close friends anymore. But so the guy who I dreamt about, let's call him Pablo. And even when I was young, I remember from a very early age, like Pablo had a legit strong foundation. He had a great family. He was really smart. Like his parents were together. Like his mom was a stay-at-home mom, and like his dad was like a truck driver. And like he was always talking about like because his dad worked for Goya. So when we were in high school, I think he would always bring like Goya merch to school and be like, "Oh, Goya," like because his dad worked for Goya, and like he would always like fuck around and like joke around about his dad working for Goya. Goya is a Spanish food company. If no one knows, it's like Goya makes beans, rice, seasoning like sazon and sofrito and all that, whatever. So when my friend Pablo gave me that acorn when he came back from his school trip, I didn't think of anything of it because I'm like, yeah, that's my friend. And I always knew that he was going to be a successful person. And I was a little kid myself, but I knew that he was going to get far in life. And like the more that as we got older, I can see his how he progressed in life, like little by little. I remember when we were in high school, he was like the smartest kid in class, the goofiest kid, but the smartest kid. And he was really good at math. And I was a high school dropout. So I left a lot of my friends behind. I think because I just felt embarrassed. It wasn't a great time for me at that point. I feel like everything was kind of caving in on me and I couldn't focus and it was just a lot going on. And I remember I would follow him on social media still and like I could see like this kid is just fucking striving. And he was going to college while I was still I think still trying to get my GED or just like not in school at all. So I just felt really shitty. And at that time, I was really hard on myself because I'm like, damn, look at all these fucking people that I went to high school with. And they're all in college and they're all working on their future and they're all working on their career. And even like in my late 20s, I see like everybody's just so successful, so positive. They're really working towards their future and I'm just not doing anything with myself. And even when I was in community college, like I've always like I was like stay comparing myself with them. And I think that's what like really fucked me up mentally. I stayed comparing myself to others. Just thinking to myself like, damn, I'm a freshman in college and these motherfuckers like they already got their masters. These people are already working in their fields. And Pablo, I believe now he's a chemical engineer or he's some type of engineer. I'm not really sure. But he's very successful now. And I think he even married his best friend's sister, which is like, damn. I already thought he had a strong family foundation, but he had an even stronger friends circle. You gotta be your friend's circle has to be so strong that you're able to marry your best friend's sister. Like how fucking close is that? In my dream, I dreamt that I met him and his wife and they invited me over to their house. A house that they just bought. And it was gigantic, massive fucking house. Like the moment you walk in, just the living room alone, it felt like a whole block. Just the living room. I was like, damn. And it was empty. So you could even see how massive that room was. And I commented something like, hey, like this will be a really great place to throw a family party. You know, like your place is so big, you can invite your whole family and you all can just party in your living room. Like you thought the living room was big for your whole family? Wait till you see the rest of the house. And I think Pablo's wife was planning a party, and I remember she mentioned something to me like, yeah, like we actually were planning to throw a family party. And their relationship just seems like very healthy, very loving, very secure. And it almost seemed like they were in an open relationship. And I only say that because I noticed that in my dream, like Pablo was coming over to hug me, like every moment he could get just to hug me. And it wasn't even like oh, I felt like sexually uh harassed. It didn't feel sexual. It felt very loving. He genuinely wanted to hug me every moment he could get. And even like when we were hugging and we were putting like our heads together, like we weren't kissing. It was like we were like cheek to cheek and like hugging. It just felt like man, like I haven't seen you in so long. Like it just felt really really like nurturing. And his wife wasn't jealous at all. And it was so weird too because in the dream his wife's sister asked me like, "Why are you with that guy when you should be with Pablo?" And like we all were like laughing like, "What the fuck? Like why are you saying that?" Like joking around. But in my dream I was like, "I don't want to be with Pablo." I'm a little confused because I don't really know what this dream, what does this dream mean? It's just a weird, really weird fucking dream. And when I woke up, like this dream had me feeling like really weird. I felt like less than. I felt irrelevant. I felt like a loser. I don't want to say that I felt like a waste of space, but I felt like I don't even want to say that it feels like I'm wasting my life. I'm not even going to go that deep, but it almost felt like I woke up and I felt a little, I don't even want to say empty. I just felt like I woke up and I felt like, damn. It really made me second guess my whole life. This fucking dream really made me second guess my existence. We all have this life that we're living. And obviously, people are going to do different things with this life that we are all given. And it just made me feel like, damn, like Pablo and his wife are so successful. They can go travel, vacation. Like they must feel really proud of what they do for work. You know, they must be really proud of their career. And that same strong foundation that I saw from Pablo as a kid, I know that if they do plan on having kids, they are also going to grow up with a even stronger foundation. And it just made me realize like, damn, like we're the same age. And I've wasted a lot of time not doing much. I still don't have a job that I'm not ashamed of it, but I'm also like not proud of it. Like this is what I do for work. Not because I want to, because I have to. I didn't go to school so I can work at the job that I'm working at now. And just when I was feeling super grateful, I've been super grateful I've been in such a good mood because I've been writing down what I'm grateful for every day. 3 things. What I'm grateful for every day. I almost feel like this dream alone was like a test. Because I feel like God was like, hey, she's been real grateful lately. Let's give her something to second guess her whole existence. Oh, she's grateful? Okay, let's give her a really weird dream so she won't be too grateful. And when I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling too grateful. I'm not going to lie. I really had to write my dream. I had to write what I was grateful for just so I can ground myself again. And even like because I am going out for my friend's birthday party tonight, like even yesterday I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. Like I was telling everybody that I know that is going to the party, it was kind of like, yeah, I can't fucking wait for tomorrow. Yeah, fucking party. Wow. And I went to bed like really like grateful. I went to bed like, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for me to wake up tomorrow, record episode 9, go to work, and have fun after. But instead, the dream that I had made me feel like a fool to think, how am I going to party? How am I going to enjoy myself after that fucking dream that I just had? That I wasted my whole life and I'm not successful and I'm not financially stable. My family's not so great. My family foundation has never been even remotely close to what Pablo's foundation was. How am I going to act a fool tonight if you've been acting a fool your whole fucking life? Why do you deserve to act a fool tonight? Why do you think you deserve to have a good time if you haven't done much with your life? Why do you think you deserve to have fun? And that's how I was feeling this morning. And now I think the dream really was a test. Despite everything that I just said, I'm still grateful, and I've always had to remind myself that we all do not have the same paths. We all do not have the same success stories. Maybe I'm a late bloomer. Maybe that's why I look so young, because I have not reached my peak yet. If that's the one thing I'm grateful for, that's pretty in the name of vanity, I'm grateful that I still look young even though I'm not young, because maybe right now is not my time yet. If this is the one thing I fucking have, then I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna hold on to this. And everybody does not have the same path. Everyone does not have the same expectations. Although we do think that everybody should be at this time of your life, like you should have this. At this time, you should already have a degree, a career. You should have a 6-figure salary by the time you are blank blank. There's so many expectations that it almost brings anxiety. And I think that's where a lot of the fucking anxiety and depression comes from, because there's so much expectations that are not designed as default. There's so many expectations as a human living in America that I just feel like these expectations should not be default settings, because they're not. And everybody's different. And however fucked up way I grew up, I think I just have to embrace that shit. And I need to move forward with my weirdness and my fuckery. I cannot compare myself to these people who I grew up with, these people who I went to high school with. I know everybody's different, and so because I grounded myself and I told myself, you can't do anything about the past, so you just gotta make the best of it now. You have to do things for yourself that make you happy. You are doing things for yourself that are making you happy. You are working towards your future. So, whatever my future looks like, it probably won't be even close to what Pablo's future looks like. But maybe that's my degree of happiness. Maybe my path is what I need, not this extravagant lifestyle. The more and more we progress in this time, it almost seems like school isn't for everybody. And it sure as hell was not for me. School was really hard, really difficult. I had a really hard time. And even in college, I stopped going to school, I think my junior year. I think I was a junior working on my bachelor's degree. So I had like a year and a half left, maybe two, because I kept failing certain classes that were really difficult. So despite the rant, despite this rant about my dream, in the morning I felt like I didn't deserve to act a fool. But now I've accepted the fact that, you know what? Maybe I didn't work as hard as Pablo did. I'm just myself. And even if my existence is 2% of Pablo's whole life, then let that just be it. But I'm still going to enjoy my time. I'm still going to have fun tonight. I'm not going to get fucked up, but I'm still going to enjoy myself because I deserve it. I feel like I deserve it. Tell me what you gonna do. Act a fool. I want to act a fool, but I'm not going to act a fool. I've been just itching. I've been having this itch. Like I just want to get fucked up. And I don't know if I say I want to get fucked up because I want to have fun, or do I want to get fucked up because I'm trying to numb something? See, and these are like certain things that I have to ask myself because I'm trying to be more self-aware with myself. Sometimes when I say things or when I feel things, I got to really listen to both sides of me. I got to listen to the angel and the devil. I got to know the root. Where are these feelings coming from? And I wish I could tell you why I want to act a fool. Maybe I just do want to let go. Maybe I just need to not feel anything. Or maybe I need to feel something. So yes, this weather makes me want to act a fool. The last time I acted a fool was in November of 2021. It was around my birthday, and I had a friend who had like his kid's baptism party like at a really big hall. Like, a lot of his family was there, and everyone who I worked with, all my coworkers, we all went. So it was just like a group of all degenerates, just drinking, dancing, or everybody was having fun. And I didn't really want to drink. I wasn't drinking. So the host was giving out shots. And like the shots were like really, really tiny, teeny, tiny little shot glasses, like plastic shot glasses. I took maybe like 2 or 3, and like I was sipping on like club soda or whatever the fuck. A few hours went by and I was like, damn, like I don't feel anything. Not even a little buzz. I wasn't even a little toasty. I felt sober as can be. I was stiff as a fucking rock. And then after a while, like I started drinking. What was I? I think I was taking more shots because I wasn't feeling anything. And then I don't know what happened. All of these little mini shots that I took throughout the whole night just hit me all at once. It's like if I was going skiing and an avalanche just came chasing after me and then finally catching up, and then now I'm buried in 100 feet of snow. That's how the shots hit me. And I wasn't going to get too fucked up because the next day I had to work brunch. And then I was going to have my birthday dinner. And then we were going to go out to a bar and drink. But instead, because I was so fucked up, so fucking stupid of me to take all these little mini shots thinking that they weren't anything, that they weren't going to do anything to me. And they all hit me all at once. And I've been told that I was dancing. And I don't dance. I don't like to dance. I'm really shy when it comes to dancing unless like I have a little in me and I'm just like trying to embarrass somebody, and that's when I dance. I don't dance. So I think all those little mini shots gave me so much confidence that I started dancing. And this party was so fucking fun. Like the DJ, I think he's well known in like the Latino community here in New York, DJ Tequila. And he has like a whole bunch of little props that he uses. And like he has like a really big like Bad Bunny like head, like a bobblehead kind of thing, where like his staff like puts it on and like they start dancing and like they start like grinding on like females. And there was one prop that they had. It was like a pole, but it was like a light up pole with like, it was like lit up with LED lights or like Christmas lights. And like they put on this particular song. They put on this particular song that's about dancing on the pole. Would anybody explain to me why I was dancing on the pole? The only way you can get me to dance on a pole is if I'm blacked out. If I'm completely blacked out of my mind. And well, guess who was blacked out? Guess who was blacked out? You guessed it. Your girl. Your girl was blacked out. And there's a video footage of me dancing on this LED lit pole in front of everybody. I was dancing on the pole. And I don't even think I was so blacked out that I don't even think I was dancing skillfully. I don't even think it was a sensual pole kind of dance. I think I was like dancing like a little 5-year-old, just like jumping, like, you know, like that like 5-year-old little kid dance where they just kind of like they move their body up and down. I don't even know if I was dancing like that. I don't even know how I got home. I woke up the next morning feeling like complete dog shit. And my boyfriend like pushes me like, yo, you gotta wake up. I'm in bed like, whoa, how, what, fuck? How'd I get here? Who are you? He's like, don't you gotta go to work? And I saw the time. I was like, fuck, it's 8:30. I should have already been changed by now. And I'm just getting up. So I get up. I sit there in bed, like thinking like, how did I even get here? I don't remember anything from last night. And he's like, you're okay? I was like, yeah. I was like playing it off like, yeah, I'm good. Like if I was like a 21-year-old, right? I was like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, you're not in pain? No. So I got up. I turned on the shower. And the moment I hopped in the shower and the water hit my body, I put my hand on the shower wall and I just started throwing up bile. And I was like, oh no. I thought I was okay. I thought I was a little hungover. I don't even remember if I woke up thinking I was still drunk or if thinking that maybe it's just a little hangover. Maybe I thought it was a little hangover. But the moment I threw up bile in the shower, I was like, oh no, I'm still fucked up. I'm really fucked up. I was taking a shower and I just wanted to go back in bed. I got out of the shower, like I brushed my teeth and like I did an extra rinse of mouthwash because like I had to get this bile taste out of my mouth. And I was running so late that I didn't even put my makeup on or anything. I didn't even put lotion on. I put my clothes on. I got a tote bag and I put everything, all my makeup and my clothes that I was going to wear for the night of, like I put everything in a bag and I got the fuck out of the apartment because I was running late. And by the time I got to work, I went to the bathroom for like a good 15-20 minutes. Inside the bathroom, I just had my head against the door inside of the bathroom, just thinking to myself, how the fuck am I going to work feeling like this? Complete shit. I feel like garbage. And this was the time when I worked in Union Square. It was like a really like popular Halloween, Christmas kind of place, and I hated that spot. But luckily for me, it wasn't that busy. And this is around the time where you could still wear a mask. So I was super hungover. I didn't even brush my hair. I didn't do my makeup. My skin's all dry because I didn't put lotion after the shower. So can you just imagine a mask and like my hair's all like fucked up? Like, hey, how you guys doing? Oh, you're really excited to be here? I can't say the same. What do you guys want? I'm really holding in the like I'm just feeling so nauseous and like I'm trying my best to keep everything together. And there was a point where I told the manager at the time, like, hey, well, he was one of the, not like the main manager, but I'm like, hey, like, I know your boss comes in around 2, and right now there's nobody here and it's not busy. Do you mind if I just like lay down for like an hour? I'm really not feeling good, and I promise you I don't drink. This is not an every weekend thing. Like, this is not me. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm just feeling really, like, I felt like such an idiot. But I really needed to lay down, like, because I was not feeling good. I was not feeling good at all. Yeah, the manager let me go to the office and he let me put my head down for like an hour. And he's like, hey, he woke me up. He's like, hey, you got to get up now because I think the manager is going to come soon. So you got to get back down. And then at the end of my fucking shift, they're like, yeah, it wasn't even that busy. I feel like we could have sent you home around that time where you went to go lay your head down. And then, like, throughout the whole day, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, my head was, like, bumping. And tell me how I didn't realize until the next day, because, like, my boyfriend was, like, super pissed off at me. He's like, you don't remember anything? You don't remember anything? Because I remember everything. I was there for the whole thing. You want to know what happened? You really want to know what happened? And I'm like, yes, please tell me what happened. What happened? So apparently, by the time we got home, he helped me put on my pajamas. Tell me how I threw up on myself in bed, face up. And it was late, and we both had to work the next morning. I threw up all over myself. And you know what? He's so fucking petty that he actually recorded this whole fucking thing. He had to take off all the sheets, the blankets. I got throw up on him. All the clothes. He put everything in a bag. After I got throw up all over me and on the bed, he gave me a shower. Apparently, I was also screaming off of the top of my lungs, like if I was being murdered. To put the cherry on top, I fell in the bathtub. That's why my head was bumping. That's why I had a fucking scab on my forehead and I did not realize why I had such a bad headache. And when I was at work, I'm like, why do I have like a scab on my forehead? I was just so confused. And when I finished my shift, that's like when I was like kind of sobering up. It was like 5:00. By the time like I went to the bathroom and I got ready and I did my whole makeup in the bathroom. And by the time I got out of there, it was like 6:00. Everybody was looking at me like, yo, what the fuck? You just came back to life. Because I went down like a zombie and then I came back up like a fucking, like I was going out for fucking brunch with the girls. That was the last time I blacked out. My boyfriend was so fucking pissed that he pretty much said we were over. He broke up with me. And then I saw him after work in like a few hours. We were okay. But I think because people were like, I think people were talking to him like, yo, you don't want to do that. She was really drunk, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, but when does she stop? She doesn't know how to stop. And I used to have a problem. I'm not even going to lie. I used to have a drinking problem. I used to smoke a lot. And I didn't know my limits. But we all have that stage, right? Right? We all have that. Yeah. Just tell me yes. So I don't feel shitty about myself. And now I don't drink. I don't drink because of my diet. But mostly I don't drink because I don't want it to become a habit again. Because it was definitely a habit during the pandemic and after the pandemic. I was drinking so much and eating edibles simultaneously. One hand on the bottle, the other hand on my gummies. Taking them both at the same time. And I remember one time when I was with my ex years ago, we had like a family kind of like family night. Like we were drinking old fashions. And I think I had like 6 old fashions. And then after that, I ate an edible. And I'm such a bad influence because when I bring out the edibles, I want everybody to have an edible. I want to see everybody have a good time. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong of me that I want to see everybody have a good time? No one wanted to eat this edible. I'm like, okay, fuck it. And then I was like, do it, and I ate the fucking edible. And so we all went to bed. I swear I was dreaming. I remember I got up to use the bathroom and I pulled my pants down and I was gonna piss on one of the little trees that they had in the living room. And my ex at the time was like, yo, what the fuck you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, what? He's like, what are you doing right now? I'm like, I'm not dreaming. I'm not dreaming? He's like, no, go to the bathroom. I was like, oh shit. All right. And I pulled my pants back up. Thank God I didn't start peeing. And like I held it and then I went to the bathroom. And like when I went to the bathroom and I started peeing on the toilet, I'm like, fucking idiot. You're such an idiot. Yeah. I was definitely blacked out. So I'm trying to have a good time tonight. But I'm not trying to act a fool. I want to act a fool, but I'm not going to act a fool. And I normally don't dance, but maybe I should. I feel like I need classes on how to have fun. Cuz I don't go out to these kind of events. I don't like to go to clubs, so I really don't know how to have fun in that environment. Like I love going to places that don't require for me to dance. Like I love going to like little speakeasies and like little lounge areas where I could sit down with a nice drink and just like bullshit. I want to talk shit. I want to have interesting, funny conversations with my friends. That's what I call fun. And for everyone else, like, damn, this is fucking boring. And luckily I don't have to work tomorrow, so I could have fun. But I honestly, I hate hangovers that as much as I want to drink, I'm not even going to drink like that because I hate hangovers. Like you wake up the next morning, you feel like shit. You can't even get water down because like you feel nauseous and maybe you already threw up bile like 5 times and you still can't fucking drink water. Like it won't even sit. You'll just like throw it back up. And even though you want to eat something really bad just to get something in your fucking stomach, just to get some pizza down or a burger. And every time I'm hungover, I cannot stand the smell of anything. Every smell makes me want to barf. And then you waste your whole morning, afternoon, you waste your whole day, and you start recovering by the time it's like 6 p.m. Your whole day out the fucking window. I hate hangovers. What else did I want to talk about? That's all I got, man. That dream really really took me for a fucking turn this morning, and I had to get myself out of the ditch. My dream really took me on a wild ride and drove down a hill, landed on swampy land, and we couldn't get the car to keep driving. We couldn't reverse. We couldn't even open the doors because the mud was stopping us from opening the door. So we had to get out of the car from the window. And then I somehow found my way out of the swampland, up the hill, back onto the road. I called myself an Uber, and then I made it home. That was my ride. That's the kind of ride that my dream took me on today. I'm not going to let that fuck with me. I'm not going to let that fuck with my brain. And it's so fucking funny, man. Life fucking throws you curveballs when you least expect it. Because yesterday, I finally wrote down my intentions, my goals. I tried to like manifest, right? Because that's a thing. Manifesting. You gotta manifest. You really gotta manifest what you want in life. You really gotta like really manifest it. If you don't manifest, it's just not gonna happen. And so I fucking caved in and I wrote down my intentions, my goals, my manifestations. And let me tell you, I really had to carefully write down what I wanted to put down because I felt like everything that was gonna hit that piece of paper was gonna come true. So I didn't want to put fucking nonsense. I didn't want to put bullshit on that piece of paper. I really was thinking really hard where I want to see myself. What do I want in this life? If you look at a scale and you put down where I'm at now to where my potential is, on the scale, it's not even going to read anything. The scale is going to say 0 grams because I feel like that's how I'm nowhere near where I need to be. Fuck, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my manifestation. And so I really tried really hard to write down very carefully what I wanted. And even, let me tell you, you should write down your goals and your intentions and your manifestations and where you want to see yourself. Because after I wrote that down, it was like a weight off of my shoulder. I felt amazing. I felt invincible. Immortal. I felt great. And it felt really good just to get it out. It really does feel like when you write down exactly what you want for yourself, you write it down on a piece of paper, you really think about it, and then when you're done, it really does feel like you sent everything out to the universe. It felt so good. So invigorating. And then to wake up with this fucking bullshit dream that I had to like dig myself out. I'm in a good place though. I'm in a good place. I know I talk about like little things that bother me and like I really get like I'm really passionate and like really angry about it, but write your shit down. Write your intentions. You're the only one who can really get yourself out of the gutter. And I just want to have fun tonight. Now that I think about it, April's almost over. So I'm guessing I do plan on having very soon an episode with a few of my friends just to like kind of switch things up a little bit. I want you guys to hear different perspectives, different thoughts, and I want you to hear the kind of people that I surround myself with. It's kind of funny, but I want to do something after Cinco de Mayo, so we'll see. We will see. So yeah, that's what I do plan on having a group episode, so that's going to be fun. You're meant to be here, and if you weren't meant to be here, you would have been dead already, okay? So just enjoy whatever life brings, and until next time, bye.
Hey yo.
Hey
Hey yo.